I'm going to show you the 5 best ways to get good reviews for your book on Amazon KDP, and this works for low content, medium content and high content books. Some of the methods are free while others are actually paid for. So whatever way you want to go about it is all up to you. So the first way is a free way, and I think it's actually one of the best ways you can use to start generating good reviews for your book. This is exactly what the big time authors that you know are doing, that are generating the massive sale on Amazon that you can see. And that is by building an online following for your brand. So let's do a practical example of how you can do this. So for example, I own a publishing brand on Amazon called XYZ Publications, and it is focused on creating health related books for elderly people. So I take my brand name and my brand logo to open up a TikTok account, a YouTube account, an Instagram account, and also a Facebook account. Then I'll go and get ideas from what other people that are in that niche are doing, and also I can use ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to create a 30 days content calendar for me for that particular niche and start creating content around it. Then what I can do when creating these videos is that I'll always have a call to action at the end of this video telling people about joining a waiting list for my next book that I'm about to publish. This way I can get emails from interested persons. Within a period of time, you get to build an audience that will be loyal to your brand, and this is one of the best ways to get repeat customers, so that anytime you publish a book, you can always send the book link to them and they can buy your book. And you make sure that you always tell your followers on your social media platforms that they should leave a honest review about your book on Amazon. So let us go to the second way that you can get good reviews for your book. This method is actually the fastest way that you can use to get reviews for your book, but you have to pay in order for you to use this particular service, which is dependent on the particular platform that you are choosing to use. One thing about this method is that it is not 100% safe, because you might get into trouble with Amazon sooner or later. However, a lot of people use this method to get reviews for their book. But the thing is that make sure you don't pump too much reviews from this particular method, because it might now raise suspicion by Amazon for your particular book, because I see it a lot. Some people do that for their book when they use this particular method. This particular method of generating reviews for your book is called the Amazon reviewer sites. So these are sites where authors come together to help each other review their own books. So example of these sites are Get Book Review, Author Marketing, Book Linker, Pobby, BookBite, and so on. Generally, what these sites do is that they get authors together and give them points for reviewing each other's book. One of the things that they try to do is that they make sure that they don't do it a review my book and I review your book thing. So they make the system a little bit complex so that I don't get to review the person that actually reviewed my own book. So they kind of scatter it around. But at the end of the day, it's probably even the same thing. So the trick here is that don't get too much review from this particular site. To start with, you actually need about 15 reviews for your book according to Amazon. Immediately you get up to 15 reviews for your book, then you can use the other methods to generate review for yourself. Because I noticed that some people, in just 2 days of their book going live, they have over 300 reviews. Most of them are 5-star reviews that come from this particular site, and it usually raises suspicion from Amazon that can actually get your account terminated. So even if you are going to use this particular site to generate review for yourself, make sure that you don't get too much. You can even space them out. Maybe this month you have a particular number, next month you have a particular number, so that you don't clog a lot of reviews that are actually not from Amazon themselves. The third way to get reviews is actually free, and it doesn't require so much work. And I believe that anybody can do it to start getting good reviews for their book. So all you need to do is to start joining Facebook groups that are related to the niche of your brand. As you are joining this group, you have to be very active on the group. You have to be commenting on people's posts. You also have to be making your own posts. And if the group allows you to post links to your own book, then you can do that. But if they do not allow you to post links to your own book, the thing you can do is that you should tell the people in the group that they can send you a DM. So depending on how active you are on the group, some members in the group can reach out to you and ask you for a free sample of your book. And you can just send it to them and tell them that if they like it, then this is the link that they can actually write a review about your book on Amazon. As long as you're not paying them to write reviews for your book and you're also telling them that this particular review is solely based on their discretion, Amazon is fine with it. You can also join Discord groups that are related to your brand and also do the same thing over there. So the danger of this is that some people can actually take your book and create a book of their own. So don't give out everything in your book, especially if it's a free sample, maybe just a chapter 1 of the book or the first few pages of the book so that they can read maybe chapter 1 and chapter 2. Then if they like it, they can purchase it on Amazon. So the fourth method of getting reviews for your book is actually by enrolling your book in Kindle Select for a period of 5 days as a free promotion, and you get people who are in the program to review your book. This is actually one of the best ways to get verified reviews for your book. But the problem with this particular method is that it is only available for ebooks but not for paperback and hardback. Plus, you are only allowed to run a free promotion of your book for every 90 days. However, it's actually a great way to generate verified reviews for your book, and if you are not utilizing it, you should start utilizing it immediately. So to go about it, you can schedule a free book promotion for your book after your book have been enrolled into KDP Select and is now live on Amazon. So before we talk about the final method that you can use to generate reviews for your book, if you have not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button right now. So the last method that you can use to generate reviews for your book is actually very free and anybody can do it. At the end of the day, every method can fail, but this method will never ever fail. This method is the organic generation of reviews. So your ultimate goal is to be that your book is good enough so that when people buy it and go through the book, they are forced to leave a good review for you. And the only way you can get that done is when you over deliver on the promise of your title and your cover. So when somebody gets to buy your book, when they go through it, they'll be like, wow, this is even more than I expected. Those kind of reaction or experience from the customer prompts them to leave a good review for you. And the opposite is the case. If you promise something on your cover or your title and people go through the book and they realize that this book does not deliver on the promise, what happens is that they go back to Amazon and they leave a negative review for you, which can actually impact your book sales or your even book lifespan on Amazon and maybe gets your account terminated. The only method that is sustainable on the long run is the organic reviews. And the easiest way you can start by getting organic reviews for your book is by running ads for your book. If you run ads for your book, what happens is that Amazon pushes your book to a wider audience, which can increase your chances of getting sales. And the more sales you get, the more the chances of you getting organic reviews. So if you want to generate organic reviews, focus on getting sales. So the more sales you get, the more organic review you generate. And the more organic review you generate, the more social proof your book has and the more sales you end up getting. So it's like a circle: sales, review, sales. It goes on and on and on. There's no point in getting reviews for your book in a niche that is not profitable, because at the end of the day, you are not going to make any form of sales. So if you are looking for a good niche that is very profitable, you should watch this video here. I showed you some niches that are very, very profitable and that you can easily get into it and start making money from it.